So Bittensor TAO is the largest AI crypto coin in the market, trading for $386 with a market cap of 3.7 billion. Now TAO has its first halving in around 6 weeks time in early December of 2025. And going into this halving, there is a lot of really bullish predictions for TAO, expecting new all-time highs. So in this video, I'll be discussing whether or not right now is actually a good time to buy TAO. Let's get into it. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Empire. My name is Connor. So it seems like just yesterday when I was first tweeting about TAO after I discovered it in 2023. Looking at this tweet here from August 31st of 2023, what seemed like yesterday, I was talking about how TAO was coming into our buy levels when it was underneath $60. And then in early September, as you can see, September 2nd, 2023, TAO went ahead and it hit that $50 level, and I was saying publicly how I was slurping up the dip all the way back then. Guys, this is why you have to be subscribed to Crypto Empire. I was making videos about it. I was tweeting about it. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any important updates, because if you're not subscribed, you might just miss the next TAO. Also, just 8 days ago, on the 14th of October, I made a TAO video talking about how the price was exploding up here. At the current time of that video, the price was $420. And if you watch that video, you know my analysis was to wait for a pullback, right? I said wait for a pullback at least to $350. There was a one-day hidden order block. And if you look at what actually happened here on TAO, well, the price actually came directly to that level, just beneath $350, right? The low of this wick from Friday, October 17th was $341. A lot of people were FOMOing up here at like $450, $420 in this supply area. They could have saved themselves a 20% drawdown if they just waited and watched the video. Guys, this is why you have to be subscribed to the channel. But in this video right now, let's talk about what we can expect going forward here. Again, with the Bittensor first halving just weeks away, around 6 weeks away, on around the 11th of December. It's currently late October, so really it will be here before we do know it. Now again, TAO is the largest AI crypto coin in the entire market, and it does have institutional backing. Grayscale does have the Grayscale Bittensor Trust, and it's open for private placement for eligible accredited investors. All right, so Grayscale has been backing TAO for quite some time now, and again, there is a TAO ETF expected to be approved more likely than not when the government does come back. The US government is currently shut down still. And when that ends, when that shutdown ends, a lot of crypto ETFs are likely to be approved. And TAO is one of those, getting ready for a spot ETF. So a lot of bullish fundamental things with the halving, Grayscale backing, ETFs on the horizon. Also, when it comes to TAO subnets, so the subnet system for TAO is in full swing. And Mark Jeffrey is tweeting about how Bittensor deregistration is kicking in. So the chain kills the weakest subnet, and then it recycles the slot to a new subnet. So as you can see, subnet 100 dies, and subnet 100 is born again, but with a different project, essentially, a different subnet. So all these subnets, this video, I'm not going to be getting into the subnets, but you know, there are a lot of good opportunities out there when it comes to investing in these different subnet projects. A lot of them, or the good ones I should say, are likely going to outperform TAO when subnet season really does kick off. All right, so I'll talk about subnets in a future video. For right now, I just want to stick to the main coin, TAO itself. Now, going ahead and moving on, again, with the halving coming up, a lot of people, and also with price looking quite bullish, like it wants to push past resistance, a lot of people are expecting fireworks here and a new all-time high. Here's a tweet from Siam Kid. Shout out to Siam. I followed him for a long time, right? He's a trader that I do respect. And he's sharing his analysis with TAO here on his X account. This is from last week. He says a year ago, he said that TAO would likely follow the price action that Ethereum did in 2017. He says the blue candles in this chart is Ethereum in 2017. So these blue candles here, right, with this massive crazy breakout. So he says at that time when he theorized this, people thought he was crazy, especially because TAO was like $300 back then. Interestingly, the price action of TAO has been spot on to Ethereum in 2017. He says it's a 90% fit. He says now we should be in the beginning stages of what he calls the we phase, basically the massive breakout phase. All right, so Siam Kid is expecting a massive push here to new all-time highs. And right now, I want to go ahead and share my analysis and my take on this. Now, first of all, no disrespect to Siam whatsoever, but I cannot agree with him at the current moment in time. and let me explain why. So let's start on the daily time frame here for TAO. So currently we have massive resistance, right? This is the same resistance that I was talking about in the video from just around last week. This level up here, the level is $450 up here to $495. This is a big supply zone. Now, yes, the supply zone has been tested multiple times, right? So a lot of the sellers are likely exhausted in this area of supply. However, this resistance is still holding up at the current moment in time. Now, if this thing is actually going to break out and go on a massive run like many people are predicting here, what actually needs to happen? It needs to put a daily candle close above the previous swing high price. Now, we just put in a high price over here, this candle at $480. Okay, this is the high that was put in over here on Tuesday, the 14th of October, actually the day that I made this video, October 14th, right? When everyone was super hyped up. And I just said, hey, wait for at least 350. As you can see what happened, it pulled back 28%, right? So to $341. Anyways, I digress. So right now, the same thing applies. TAO has to close above this previous swing high. 480 is that number. Really, what I would like to see is a higher time frame candle closure above 495, and 495 is this swing high over here from February. Now guys, if you recall over here in February, what happened? This is actually when subnet tokens launched. Okay, so TAO pumped up here to 500 bucks, everyone going crazy, subnet's most bullish thing ever. Then what happened? It nuked all the way down to like $160, $170. So oftentimes, and look at any other blockchain, not just TAO, right? For example, Kita KTA just had their like mainnet launch, and it was a sell the news event. Whenever there's a massive thing that everyone is super hyped up about, TAO subnets, some kind of mainnet launch, whatever, it typically is a sell the news event. All right, so I'm just the messenger here. I'm bullish on TAO. Again, I've been talking about TAO for like 2 years now. I hold this token, but I understand how the market works. Whenever there's a big, massive event, maybe something like a TAO halving, it always does tend to be a sell the news event, guys. I would love to see it not be. I would love to see it actually be a catalyst for a massive breakout move. But with how this market is, with every pump just getting sold off into massively with every single altcoin, and also just being kind of a realist and understanding how things work, I am kind of skeptical right now, guys. So in order for me to actually be bullish here on TAO, it has to put in a daily candle close above at least 480. Really, I want to see it above 495, this swing high from over here in February. Again, when the subnets launched and everyone was going crazy. TAO to $1,000. No, it nuked it over here to 170, 160. So, I mean, I am kind of concerned the same thing is going to be occurring here unless it can close above 495. Personally speaking, I think that this higher time frame demand down here at like 240 is wide open, guys. Okay, and now also when it comes to Hearst time cycles, there is a higher time frame low due in early November, November 7th. So around this day over here, let's see what happens. It's not a guarantee, right? But I am looking, if price cannot close above this swing high over here at 495, I would patiently wait for like 240 higher time frame demand. This would likely present an amazing buying opportunity. Everyone who was buying up here at like 480, 460, whatever, 400, expecting it to just break out, if it came down here, they would probably panic sell or at the very least be scared to buy. And this would be an amazing opportunity for everyone who had the foresight to actually wait for this level and understand it's very possible it could come down here, guys. So again, not financial advice. This is just what I'm seeing on the chart. Look, I would love to see Siam's prediction come true and this thing just blast off to like $1,000 per token right now. But I also see what I see on the chart. And what I see on the chart doesn't necessarily match up with these crazy bullish predictions right now. So don't shoot the messenger, guys. I'm just letting you know what I think. If you guys agree with it, let me know in the comment section. If you disagree with my analysis, also let me know in the comment section. Everyone who disagreed with my analysis in this last video was proven incorrect, and I was proven correct. So let's see if I strike again. All right. So I believe in myself personally, and I like my analysis, but I also understand I could be wrong. As a trader, I always understand that I don't know what the market is necessarily going to do. Nobody does. The market will do what it does want to do. But this is just what I'm seeing in the charts. Again, it has to close above 495. on the higher time frame. If not, I would look out below at around 240 and an amazing buying opportunity. Smash that like button, let's. So in this video, we went over Bittensor TAO. We talked about the current catalysts that are driving the price up. Also, we took a look at the chart and I went over my technical analysis on what I see happening here over the next few weeks heading into the first Bittensor halving in early December of 2025. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Smash that like button down below. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead right now and smash that subscribe button and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Also, follow me on X at @CStelCrypto. I also post a lot of good stuff on there. But that is all for me today, guys. My name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.